Welcome to Age of the Plants, episode 15. Oh, for outstanding okra! Yeah. Also known as the lady fingers. And of course, the bloopers from Nutritionist Nori is at the end of today's video, so make sure you stay till the end to watch it. Hey Siri, why is okra good for you? Wow! Did you know that okra is actually a fruit, but it's mainly used in savory dishes, and it is packed with nutrients like 26% vitamin C, vitamin B6, vitamin K, magnesium, calcium, iron, protein. It is a superfood! Welcome to Lucy's Healthy Creations! Today we will be making OKRA Corn Soup! Woohoo! It is gonna be super yummy and super simple to make. And here are the ingredients you'll need for today's cooking. Okra, corn, silken tofu, onion and garlic, pepper, liquid aminos or soy sauce, and sesame oil. Now let's start cooking! Alright, first of all, wash the corns. We're going to turn it into corn kernels. That's the way I like it. So this is what I do. You probably have better ways of doing it, but I'm just gonna do it this way by chopping it like that into corn kernels like this, and try not to eat it all. Oh yeah, doing it like I am. If you're too lazy to do this, you can just buy the frozen corn kernels as well. Alright, I finished chopping the first one and this is what it turns out. Do not throw this away because we will be using this to make our soup stock. This will make the soup super sweet by putting this in there to simmer. Oops, and I forgot to mention a very important ingredient to thicken the corn soup, and that is we will be using the kuzu powder to thicken our soup today. If you don't have this, you can replace it with cornstarch or potato starch instead. Alright, I have washed all the okra just in water, and then we're gonna start chopping it. So for those of you who are like me, who didn't like okra before because of the sliminess, I'm gonna show you a way to add this to the soup so it's less slimy. So I just had this like that, and it's actually, when you have it raw, because I mentioned before, okra is actually a fruit. So because it's a fruit, you can actually eat it as it is. And it's actually very sweet and crunchy. So if you have never ever had okra like this, raw, try it. You may like it. It actually is just a super crunchy and sweet fruit. Just chop off the head. And to make it more user-friendly for beginners like me, I'm gonna chop it into thinner pieces like that, so it's less intimidating to eat. There, all the okra's chopped thinly. Look at this, isn't it so pretty? So let's just set this aside. Alright, let's chop the garlic so it's fine pieces. Remember to smash it and then chop it. And then let's also prepare the onion. And we want to chop the onion into fine dices as well. So all the ingredients are chopped and we're ready to cook. Let's get started. First of all, chuck the onion and the garlic in. And we're gonna make it very simple today, so there won't be any stir frying. We're just gonna chuck the onion, garlic, chuck the corn, I don't know, sticks in as well. And also chuck all the corn in as well. So I like to chuck everything in before the water so it won't splatter everywhere. And then to speed up the time, add some pre-boiled water and turn on the heat. I'm adding about 1 liter of water here. So give it a quick stir. Once it boils, turn it down into medium-low heat for it to simmer. So we'll just keep cooking this until the onion starts to turn clear. All right, now it's boiled, so let's turn it down to medium heat and let it continue to simmer. So we'll let it cook for about 5 minutes and we'll check in again. So we're doing this to let the flavoring come out naturally, so it's a natural vegetable onion corn stock. All right, 5 minutes is up, and let's check in on the progress of how the soup is doing. The smell is so great right now. So this is where it depends on how soft you like the onion. You can see it's starting to soften now and turn clear. So I like my onion super soft, so it's almost dissolving. So I'm gonna give it another 5 more minutes. All right, time is up. And now let's have a look at our soup again. Whoa, look at it. Look at this golden color. Doesn't this look yummy? And then the onions have all turned super clear now, so we're ready. We're not going to eat this, in case you were wondering why is this in the soup. This was just used for the vegetable stock. So we're going to remove these. And then for the next part, see, this is our corn soup now. Look at it, isn't it pretty? The next, we will be adding our tofu in there. And the way we will be doing it, because we're going for the chicken and we're going for this corn soup that is like the chicken and corn soup in those Chinese restaurants. And because this is 100% plant-based, we're not using any egg. So we're using the silken tofu. And to give it that egg texture that you get in those chicken and corn soup, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our magic hand, make sure it's washed and clean. Take the silken tofu, all right? Take the tofu, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna squash it. And just squash it in whatever way. So now this looks like a natural, the egg paste that like you would have in these Chinese soups. So there you go, there's the soup. And then we're going to start seasoning it now. This is really up to you. You can just add salt if you like, or I'm gonna add liquid aminos today. Or you can add soy sauce. So this is your choice. I'm gonna add about, I think, 2 to 3 tablespoons of liquid aminos in here. If it's not enough, you can just always add more later on. Add some pepper, as much as you like. And then, here's where we're gonna start to thicken the soup. To thicken the soup, we're using, here there is 2 big tablespoons of kuzu powder. So you want to add about 3 tablespoons of cold water into this and mix it first. So I've just added some water in here, cold water in here, and we're gonna mix it, dissolve it in here first. So all the kuzu powder is dissolved in the water. We pour it in and start thickening the soup. See, now it's starting to thicken. And then this is where you can be creative. If you like it more thicker, you can add more kuzu powder. If you like it less thick, then add some more water in here. Then it'll dilute it. Taste everything to make sure it's to your liking. Turn off the heat. This is where the main part comes in now. Turn off the heat. And then, because remember at the beginning we said, for me, because I don't like the sliminess of the okra, and I actually like the okra in its raw state because it's actually sweet and crunchy and less slimy. So that's why I'm turning off the heat and I'm adding the okra in now, because the sliminess of the okra comes out when you induce heat on it. So by adding this last in, then it becomes less slimy. So now add the okra in. And we just give it a quick stir with the remaining heat. Finally, add about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. depending on your liking as well. So I'm just gonna add 1 for today. I think that's enough. So we're ready to serve. Ta-da! It's ready. Okra corn soup. Doesn't this look yummy? Whoa, I cannot wait to start to have it. Oh my god, you have to try this. This is like, you know, those chicken and corn soup or the crab and corn soup or whatever, and corn soup you get at those Chinese restaurants. But 100% plant-based and super healthy, got it because it has a super plant called okra in it. It tastes amazing. And the tofu there just makes it like egg. You get the crunchiness and the sweetness and everything. And because the soup itself is already one of those thickened type of soup, so you don't really taste the gooiness of the okra. And because the okra, I put it in last, so it's super crunchy when you have it. So it gives us that different types of textures in the soup, which makes it really nice. Remember to share this and try it out and let me know if you like it or not. Remember to press subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will be notified of my weekly video releases. Live healthy, live happy, woohoo! I'll see you next week. Wow.
Okay, I found this on the web for why are nori good for you.
No,
check it out.
No. So nori, known as, which is what your thyroid glands requires to both, and your thyroid, blah, 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 blah. Irashai Lucy's Healthy Creations. So like just keep on stirring, keep stirring. Oishi! I'll see you next week! Mwah!